What do you get when you have something that's too big to be a planet, too small to be a star, but also could have some strange connection to dark matter? You get a brown dwarf, also known as a planetar. Actually, that was a name that was proposed once, and brown dwarf stuck for much more reasonable reasons. But planetar still sounds pretty badass. Brown dwarfs sit between 15 times the mass of Jupiter and 80 times the mass of Jupiter. And that's a lot. It's too big to be a planet, but still smaller than the smallest possible star. And while brown dwarfs undergo a type of fusion, depending on its mass, the temperature within their core is not nearly enough to fuse hydrogen into helium. This would be a great time for me to take a break and say, hey, if you want to support my work, please like, follow, subscribe, consider supporting me, or pay me to shut up. I don't care. Let's continue to talk about brown dwarfs. In fact, there are brown dwarfs that are known to have planets orbiting them, like these. I'm not going to read those. We good? Cool. Moving on. I mentioned early on in this video that there could be a connection to dark matter. And what is that connection? It has been proposed that since brown dwarfs can be dim and difficult to image, they could possibly be connected to dark matter in some way, because dark matter is, well, no one knows what it is. It doesn't interact the way normal matter does, and brown dwarfs, being difficult to image, have gravity, so it's been proposed maybe there's a connection there. Although it's not widely accepted, the idea is still out there. But this leads me to a question, and I'd like for you to comment and tell me your thoughts. If dark matter was in fact brown dwarfs, does that make it brown matter? Yes, I did think of that on my own.